No one in our town ever talks about the night Elara lost her daughter, but everyone remembers how she changed afterward. Her little girl disappeared right by the river, just as the sun was setting. 1 second, she was there, playing in the reeds, and the next, she was just gone. The river was eerily calm that evening. Too calm. Elara searched until her voice gave out, until she was just a raw, silent scream. She was convinced someone had taken her daughter. She swore she saw footprints leading away from the water and back toward town. She started accusing her neighbors, banging on their doors, her eyes wild with grief. She begged them, pleaded with them to admit what they had done, but no one confessed, mostly because no one believed her. They all said the same thing. The river took the child, and that poor Elara's mind was breaking from the loss. On the third night, she stopped knocking on doors. She stopped pleading. She just walked to the river, all alone, carrying a single lantern. People heard her whispering that she wouldn't let them keep her daughter. By the next morning, the lantern was found floating on the surface of the water. Elara was gone. After that day, the river never felt the same. People stopped swimming near that bend where she'd walked in. They said the water there was colder, even in the middle of summer. Some even swore they saw a woman standing waist-deep in the water at dusk, her dark hair floating round her face, just staring toward the town as if she were counting the houses. Years went by. I remember that river from when I was a kid. Our parents always warned us not to go near it alone. Most of us just laughed it off. The story of Elara sounded like something adults made up to scare children into behaving. Then Mara's daughter vanished. It was a quiet afternoon. One moment, she was playing by the riverbank, tossing pebbles into the water. The next, she was gone. There was no scream, no splash, nothing, just the soft ripples spreading across the water's surface. Mara became a ghost in our town, a mother completely broken by grief. She stopped sleeping. She'd wander the streets at all hours, calling her daughter's name. Every single night, she went back to the river, hoping to find her child, but the water just remained still. It never gave anything back. One night, exhausted and half delirious, she had a dream. In it, the woman from the river appeared, the one the town had whispered about for so long. She was holding a small, pale child in her arms. Her face was hidden under a curtain of dark, dripping hair. In the dream, the woman whispered for words, a life for a life, a child for a child, daughter for daughter. Mara woke up, gasping for air. She ran straight to the river, hoping the dream meant something, anything real. She searched the bank frantically, calling out her daughter's name again and again. The water was silent. Nothing moved. As she finally turned to leave, defeated, a faint voice drifted across the river, carried on the wind, daughter for daughter. Years passed. Every night Mara returned to that same riverbank. She'd whisper into the dark water, calling for her child. And every night, the same chilling answer would drift back across the surface, daughter for daughter. At first, her visions were just dreams, fleeting images of her daughter standing in the water, looking pale and silent. But then, she started to see the other children in town differently. They weren't just the neighbors' kids anymore, not innocent lives. They were becoming potential keys, possible paths to bring her own daughter home. One by one, she started luring them. She'd leave toys near the riverbank, offer a kind word in the street. She'd wait for a moment alone, when no one was watching. She told herself she didn't want them to be harmed. Not yet anyway. She just wanted the river to notice. She wanted it to take them. The first child vanished quietly. The whole town searched, but they found nothing. A few months later, the second disappeared in the same way, and the whispers from the river came back, stronger this time, closer. Daughter for daughter. Mara could feel it in her bones. The river was listening. It wanted its payment. and every child she gave to the water brought her closer to getting her daughter back. Finally, one evening, Mara walked into the river herself, holding her own daughter in her arms. The cold water closed around them like a living thing. "Ka," she whispered, her voice trembling. "I'm giving you everything you asked for. Take her, and give mine back." The river roiled, the dark waters seemed to stretch, growing wider and deeper. For a long moment it seemed to pulse, as if it was watching, considering her offer. Then it went calm. Mara opened her eyes. Her daughter was gone. The town whispers about it now. They say Mara vanished that night, too, swallowed by the river she tried to bargain with. And if you go down to that bend, where the water runs deepest, they say you can sometimes see two women standing there. One is pale and still grieving, the other is dark and silent, and each one is holding the hand of a child that never blinks. Bah, because some bargains can't be undone, and some rivers never, ever forgive. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.